Ang susunod na programa ay rated PG. Patnubay at gabay ng magulang ay kailangan sa mga batang manonood.
Maayong buntag mga kapamilya, welcome sa atong programa Gikan sa Masa para sa Masa kining adlong Domingo, Enero 19, tuig 2014. Kita mabatit sad sa DXAB 1226 makita sa South Spot Sky Cable. Ako si Attorney Geraldine Chug, ato lamang gihapon makauban sa pagtuki, pagsubay, paghatag katinawan sa mga isyu balita ug panghitabo diri sa atong dakbayan walay lain kundi ang atong Mayor Rodrigo Duterte. Maayong buntag, Mayor.
May buntag kanimo, kumpanyera, ug may buntag kaninyong tanan.
Okay. Ning nilabay nga mga adlaw na ay mga nanggawas nga balitang mga nadakpan. Una na dinha ang kaning smuggling king na ginatawag maun si David Tan, David Bangayan, or kung unsa pang mga
Bangayan.
aliases ang iyahang
Gusto nilang ipalusot. You know, simple man lang ni. Nagsugod ni kay si Kim Inares sa BIR nangayog tabang. Diya sa Malacanang sa cluster sa finance people, si Kim Inares ang nagadala diha. Not the cost now, si Purisima na sa Department of Finance o si Kim Inares. Mo na sinadigan diha ni Presidente. Tawag siya nako, unang tawagan niya akong aid, kay istorya mi. Ingon lagi ang weakest link daw nga rin sa revenue raising is the smuggling, continued smuggling rin sa bugas. So, weakest link ang Davao. So, yun ako siya, sige, I will do something about it. So, I started to smell around. I called for mga customs tanan, intelligence community, the rice traders. Then, ino ako sa intelligence community, taga-ikog naong anang, give me a face of David Tan nga kanang ginapasangin nila. Mura pag-abogado ng sulti Garo gitagaan ko nila mo tong ako igahatag na ko morning David Tan nga
mo na ni Sharon kani
kanang litrato tong unang aghatag nako sa media dire ang nakalubog nga ri si Dilima
ngano man
unya na nang sa NBI kani si Dilima I see malice kaya she was insisting nga kani si David Tan or Bangayan or Bangayan gusto niyang idot-dot yun nga taga Davao. I suspect na iyang gustong i-reon ng mga Bangayan because the Bangayan are, well, in the sense nga amigo
close to you.
And they really may supporters, even financially sa election. Iyang ginakuan, nga, moto nga, she gave a statement something like, ingon niya nga, taga Davao yun. Puto inako, mayor ko nga rin, nakiba ko kinsa yung mga tao dari. Wala na nga rin. And then, eventually, ang NBI na pinpoint nila si David Tan o si Bangayan, yung natamo ni adto fictitious. Ani mo gud ba? Abogado tayo. Nay kriminal, mingon siyang iyang pangan Jose Rizal, Andres Bonifacio. Para nato, ang atong habol dili ang pangan, ang tao mismo identified di persona. Nga muna siya. Rodrigo Duterte mo ba? Ang iyang ginagamit nga re Andres Bonifacio nga to si Emilio Aguinaldo siya. Motoin ako, insofar as we are concerned sa kaning sa smuggling karon, he's a fictitious person. Meaning to say that name is fictitious. It turned out nga tinuod yun and he hails from Luzon. Tugigaraw. So that would be the Cagayan Valley. Muna nakalubog diha kani si Dilima. Unya si matong picture katong gi-flash karon. Naot pa nga siya kana maingon nga mo kini mo kana nga di maaresto kay way kaso wala bitay kaso wala man tan mag-istorya kaso nga ri ang akong istorya ingon nga naay hangyo sa ako nga undangon ako sa akong giingon ayaw mo paglanding na nga ri basig usa ka sakong bugas kay patyon ta mo I'll kill you. So that started the Rocos mo tong naabot tag Manila sa kay ETA sa CHR, dito kaning siyang Kuluma, ginako sila shut up. Kay kita it's 7 billion. So we're losing 7 billion a year sa rice smuggling. Unya nadakop na ni Dilima, duha pagipangan. So ano ko sa imo Secretary Dilima, do not open your mouth needlessly. Huwag ka masyado maniwala kaagad dyan sa mga bata mo na i-feed na ito, taga Davao, kay Bangayon o Bangayan. Pumasok ka, tingnan mo, pumasok ka na sa alanganin na teritoryo. Because I see malice in your well, of course, you wanted to pronounce it Bangayan, Bangayan. Yung pala, dalawa. So which is which? Now, as a lawyer and a former prosecutor, ikaw dilima, election lawyer ka. Dili ka prosecution lawyer. Now, I'll teach you how. It does not really matter kung unsay gamitong pangalan ani ni David Tan or si David Bangayan or Bangayan. You can even pronounce it David Duterte. Ang imo nga na namoy nakitan, build a case. Kaya sa totoo lang, you never made any arrest. Wala. No, na-arresto lang ng NBI yan, probably at your prodding because pumutok ito lang out of my utterances na patayin ko, yung ganon. Tapos ngayon we are losing 7 billion a year sa rice smuggling. What has the Department of Justice done so far to protect government interest? Inyo yan eh. Hindi sa amin yan, local kami. We do not enforce national laws actually. I implement it but yung police crimes. Pero ito, ikaw yung head ng investigating agency dyan. Yun lang ang produce mo. Were it not for the request of Inares, tapos pumutok ito ngayong David Tan, ngayon ka lang naka-aresto? What are you doing? Gusto mo kasi ikaw eh. I said, at first instance, bumbuka yung bunganga mo. Tapos salita dito, salita doon. Ang hinahabol mo lang kayo, publicity. What have you done so far to protect government interest? None.
Okay, ang pagka-aresto ni aning si David Tan, David Bangayan or Bangayan is in relation to an anti-pilferage case pending now in Caloocan. So dili gyud siya involved regarding the smuggling activities. So right now, Mayor, unsa yun ang status sa
ang pangalan ni David Tan was being splattered all over the national project. There was a previous investigation by the Senate. Ang kaning president sa Federation of Philippine Industries or somebody there was really vehement. Sabi nga niya doon narinig ko doon nahuli ninyo, bakit pa ninyo pinangkulan yan? Wala kang ginawa, naka-aresto ka lang, dalaw-dalawa pa ang pangalan, tapos were it not, I said, for the outburst here dito sa aming banda na it was just really, sabi ko, patayin mo yung mga tapos yan lang na-aresto, yan na. And we are losing 7 billion a year. Secretary of Justice, yan lang ang mo. I mean,
Matod pa ni David Tan, dili daw siya involved. He denied it. Wa daw siya kalabutan ni ining rice smuggling.
Si David Tan o si Bangayan o si Bangayan, parihog address, pariho ilang negosyo, and is dealing with rice. Pariho mong abogado, nagamit pa mong pangan nga rin na fictitious. And I'm just surprised because there was injunction, whether it was granted or not. Ngano ang identity aning tao, si Joseph Ngo, he is not even, I said, a resident of this place. I've been telling you. Ginanataga ni Adto pa nga, there is no Bangayan here. Ikaw pa ga-insister dilema sa Mario Josep.
Pero ang involved sa kaso din mga korporasyon po. And wala po ni gawas ang pangalan na David.
Yung mga corporations are just mere fronts actually. Ginagamit nila tapos iba-ibang pangalan. Alam mo nga, this would require a very thorough and a deliberate investigation. And to this day, to lie. Kaya nga nakita mo sa newspaper kahapon, we are losing since 2002, 2013, government lost 1.3 trillion. So kayo na sa national government, mahiya naman kayo. Totoo lang. Trabaho ninyo yan eh. 1.3 trillion. Million, billion, trillion. That's an equivalent to 1 year's budget of this Republic of the Philippines. Stop talking. Tapos trabaho kayo. Mahiya naman kayo. You do is just open your mouth for publicity. Mahiya kayo. I'm daring you to stop talking and start working. You walk your talk and talk your walk. Kaya naman to. Dito, sabihin ko. Pag may makita ako isang kaban dito, bantay kayo sa akin. Yung investigation inyo yan. Basta ako ito, henceforth, pag walang permit sa NFA, that's a violation of the law. And even the injunction na pinail na against the customs, there is a law, Republic Act something...
RA 1878.
yes.
1878, Agriculture Tarification Act.
Which says that you have to get a permit from the NFA for as long as that law is not repealed. And to my mind, yung injunction was a collateral attack of the law, which cannot be done. You have to attack the law itself, not hindi sa injunction na parang an accessory to the main issue na meron ditong smuggling, then attack the law. No, you cannot do that. You attack the law directly. There's a law, there's an existing law. And I said that yung ngongo na yan is ngongo yan. Walang tao dito nga ngongo yan. And that is really to inform everybody.
Okay, kaning
And
si...
besides the point, ito dapat yung petitioner niyan, should have been required to appear before the court and testify.
May
Wala naman
elements
dito.
yun eh. May elements yun. You have to prove irreparable damage na may incur. Okay, Mayor, so karon nga nadakpan na kaning si David Tan or David Bangayan, padayon pa ba gihapon ang imong campaign or will you intensify the campaign against smuggling in the
I do
in the
not
city?
care whether it is Bangayan or a Duterte or Kinsa diha or a Tio or Tesoro or Duran.
Or go?
Hintuin na ninyo yan kasi may request ang national government. Of course, the request of Inares is a request of the national government. Especially that request covers government interest. So stop it. Wala ka akong pakialam dyan sa investigasyon ng dalaw-dalawang pangalan. I said, it does not really matter og dalawa tulo imong pangalan. I said, you can name it David Duterte Bangayan or Tan. Hindi yan. What is important is mayroon kayong real identity of the person, of the persona, sporting, using so many pangalan. And a violation of the law for adopting or using an alias. Alam mo, sa totoo lang, turuan na lang kita ha, baka nakalimutan ninyo. Using a fictitious name or sporting a name other than what you are originally been named in your certificate of
Birth.
that's a illegal use of alias. Doon
That's a crime.
doon pa lang niyari na ninyo yan. Because there are so many persons, as the president of some, I think I said the Federation of Philippine Industries, identify them. You can get a copy of that report, then get secure. Baski may isang tao lang. Isang tao lang magsabit na he was been using that time. That's a illegal use. Aresto mo na. O ganon ka kahina. Kasi COMELEC lawyer, election lawyer ka. Hindi ka prosecutor. Which is which now? Hina naman ninyo talaga. O turuan ko pa kayo para matapos talaga. Ibulong ko.
Okay, so dirita, Mayor, sa lain pang nadakpan. Kadtong Lunes sa gabi ang imong anak, ang kanhi mayor na si Inday Sara Duterte, nadakpan siyang overspeeding diha banda sa Quimpo Boulevard. Uga gihatag niya iyang lisensya. Apan initially, she made a protest sa pag-aresto sa iya regarding that violation. Unsa imong reaction ini?
Well, sayop man siya, dapat ihatag niya ang lisensya. Initially, gusto niyang protesta, but I think I read somewhere that upon a second reading, or upon investigation, she found out that the LTO said na tama yung executive order. And I think she said, I'm sorry. And so,
Pay the fine.
Mo na yung dato, bita ako sabi mo to. Usba daw.
Ayun.
Mura mo nang akong asawa mo, si Elizabeth mo na. Siya ba na? Hindi.
Yun ang pangalan, no?
What is yung mama?
So,
Kumaninong siyang mama.
katong naaresto siya, or
Nablok mo noong ko.
after that, nag-contact siya sa imo, nagtawag siya regarding
Wala.
this incident?
I have not talked to my daughter for the longest time. I'll be frank with you.
Okay.
Wala, tagko naman na sila, na mayor na god.
Katong nag-protesta siya initially, were you expecting for her to question the validity of the executive order?
She's a lawyer. I mean, she can do what she wants. That is her right.
So, nangandam na pud ka?
Wala,
Kung
di
anang
naman ako.
eventuality?
Well, that's government. Dili na ako magkuhan ana. It's not for me to defend a case in court. It belongs to the government lawyers.
Okay. So, unsay natanaw or nakita dito nga posibleng ground for a protest sa iyahang pag-aresto?
Ambot ano gyud mo gusto gino mo sa pakon sa mga anak mo.
Dili man kay she might have seen something na ground na magprotesta siya.
Maybe she was contesting the
speed limit itself along Quimpo Boulevard.
That was placed there on
Kay ang gigamitan daw siyang speed gun, 57 iyang dagan, when that road had a speed limit of 40 km per hour.
I mean, she realized it when she asked questions. I understand that is what happened. Well, I said, this is we are ruled by laws here, and ako nahuli rin ako noon na walang helmet eh. Nagpa-seminar pa akong yawa noon.
So kanang nag-concede siya, dili na niya ipadayon iyang protesta. At nag-apologize siya. Was the apology directed to you or to the LTO?
No. She will never apologize to me. Galit nga sa akin yung sabi ng gwardiya ng yung police na naghuli sa kanya. She had verbal something there, but it was not directed against the police. Sa ako daw. I said, a mouthful, but maybe questioning the legality. I would like to believe that it was all legal.
Yes.
What was came out, spouting words from her mouth. Siguro kasi ako yung author niyang, ako nag-sign yung executive order.
So daghan lagi ang gabagot-bot, pati imong anak gabagot-bot.
Oh, well, I said, luagan ko yan. Look, when the time comes na kayo mga taga-Davao, mga driver, lahat kayo matuto ng disiplina, then maybe I'd relent. Maybe I'd pero I want you to realize the importance of discipline and the respect of human lives. Unless na hindi pumasok yan sa isip ninyo, we will remain in a very slow motion society here. Pagdating ng panahon na madisiplina ninyo at gusto na ninyo, kayo mismo magsabi na, well, let us slow down here because we might kill somebody, then maybe I will relent and increase.
So, sa indication, ana, nga nag-mature na ang mga motorista nato diri sa Davao.
Una-una,
Less
may mga matay.
accidents.
Ikaduha, wala kayo disgrasya. Karoon, wala kayo disgrasya.
So, pwede na.
Wala na yun. No. It would take years. Maybe year 2020.
Hala, kadugay, ana.
It takes time to let it sink first in the subconscious of the Davaoeños. When you shall have learned to respect human lives and know the importance of discipline in a society. Hindi ako nagpapahiro. I am not trying to be somebody playing God over your lives, but I'm just, I said, equalizing things here. Mga masakyanan, naamo, mga pobre in town, maglabang desdan, inyong paligsan, anak ng... Kita mamunga to sa itong extract nga to sa mga sa camera. Look what happened to the people that you were driving your motor vehicles like nobody's business, killing people in the process. You think that's nice? And just because you want a fast pacer in a life in the city, who are you to kill? Meron pa dyan, makikita, sinasabi ko na sa inyo, pag nakita ninyo na nandyan na yung may tao na sa cross lane, yung paglabang, pedestrian lane na, check cross lane actually, palabangao na sila. Huwag kayong sumingit doon. Kasi sinasabi ko na sa inyo, ang kalaban ng tao is puthaw og simento. Ang puthaw nga sakinan ang imong gidaog simento asa sa malambos. Think about that. Maswerte siguro mo, kamo nakapalit og sakyanan, you'd never have the chance really to walk, to cross the streets and walk along the roads. Kita mo kapag kaabusado ang kagala mo parang walang gobyerno. Ano ba? Tanawa di. Speed gun ka noon.
Okay, katong mga niaging adlaw, nagka-experience ta kasi nati ta og low pressure area pati na didto sa Davao Oriental ug sa Compostela Valley. Naa daw tay ihatag na hinabang didto nga cash assistance?
Yes, I've decided to extend financial assistance of 2 million to the province of Davao Oriental. Another 2 million assistance to the municipalities of Compostela, Moncayo, Montevista, New Bataan. Morning nga igo gid sa katong bagyo.
Kaning 2 million to the municipalities of Compostela, Moncayo, Montevista, and New Bataan. Tag 2 million each?
Bahin-bahinon nila ni.
Okay.
Kaya man natin kwartan, hurot na tayo si panghatang ng dinog niya, napoy baha.
Plus nagyulanda pa. Okay. So, nahatag na ni or ihatag pa lang?
Ihatag pa.
Ihatag pa.
Next week siguro.
Okay. And then, other than this, naapay mo sunod or mo na siya?
Paabot ko sunod bagyo.
Pero sa ato din wala namang casualties, wala namang severe damage because of the low pressure area.
Baha lang. Ang precipitation was just really too great. Kanina there was a heavy rainfall and I was calling everybody because I told my people sa City Hall to ask the police to yung critical mga kanto-kanto where you would have a bedlam there because everybody would paunahay na diha. Kasi butangan nagpulis daan para ang traffic dili kayo congested.
Oo, kasi ang some of the streets flooded na rin.
And would you believe it? It was not raining in Santa Ana.
Naibang portions na kusog
City
ang
Hall
ulan, uban wala.
nagtaligsik lang. But a few kilometers diya sa amo gipuy-an, bundak ang ulan. Grabe ka bundak nako magbaha gini. Only to know later on that the rain was mapareho tong hitabo sa pangitong baha. It's a very classic case of a very limited and contained area where there's a lot of precipitation, water. And yet you just travel about half the kilometer and then you'll find it's all dry.
Kamusta na ang ato ang drainage system diri sa atong syudad?
Kaluoy sa Dios, kamay pagyud kaayo.
Is it kinahanglan pa ba siyang improvement
Yes,
or is being
munay
improved pa rin?
akong before I finish my term, wag ko ilain. I cannot buy lands to make new canals. I can only rehabilitate in its original location. Ang dagko gamay ang mga culvert. Rehabilitation lang ta, wala gyud ko ilain paagi, and to punch a holder kaning mga sa Rojas kanang naa diha nga mga balay o kadto sa gibutangan ni Park ni Nograles. Dito sa mini forest, malimpyo lang na mawa ng mga struktura diha. Then we could experience a better drain time sa tubig.
Okay. So na daw tay correction, ang katong 2 million for the 500 for Compostela, Moncayo, Montevista, and New Bataan.
5 each lang.
Okay, so total of 2 million. Okay, not 2 million each.
Wala tay kwarta yung nana.
Okay.
Unya pag-abot sa sunod nga bagyo, ano tay kwarta?
Okay. Happy trip to the Protasio family who's going back to Melbourne, Australia tomorrow. Daghang salamat kay Alan Alforque Salon for my hair, for my makeup, and Lizelle de la Cruz of Hair to Die for Salon Barbershop for my hair, Metro Lifestyle Fitness Center, Bloom Facial and Spa, Chipens Buffet and Restaurant para sa atong lami ang pamahaw karong buntaga. Mga kapamilya na humanasad ang atong episode, daghang salamat. Hangtod sa sunod natong panag-uban-uban, maayong buntag kaninyong tanan.